Hi everyone, welcome back to Brookdale Farm. Well, farming is a very cyclical lifestyle. The same things happen at about the same time every year. So here we are again back at hay cutting time. Because of the strange year we've had, we're about a week later than usual. A week to probably almost 10 days later cutting than we normally would. And the crop doesn't look too bad this year. Because it was so late that the first rains came, and that meant we put it in late and it germinated late, it is a bit shorter than usual. But in places it's actually a lot thicker than I had thought it was. So we're actually right down in first gear cutting it, and we're still having issues with blockages sometimes. So I think we're going to get a little bit more hay than I had initially thought we might. Once again, we're cutting hay with our Chamberlain Countryman 6 tractor and our Heston 1014 Hydra Swing mower. This is a mower conditioner, so it's got cutters up the front here, and long ago when we were just using sickle bar mowers, we would cut everything and drop it straight on the ground, and that was it. This one has what's called a conditioner unit in there, which just squashes the hay up a little bit and puts a little bit of a crimp in it, and this just helps it to dry a bit faster. And it'll be about 2 weeks before we end up baling any of this. So I was having a lot of trouble with the seeder blocking up and not delivering the oats properly this year. And we've also got a fair bit of ryegrass in this paddock, unfortunately. But this hay is just for our cattle, so the ryegrass just adds a bit more bulk and a bit more forage to it. It's reasonable feed, so it makes quite good meadow hay. It is a little bit shorter. It's only about just under waist high this year, but you can see I had major issues with blockages in this section of the paddock. It's better a bit further up. We got everything sorted and working a bit better, but there should be another 2 rows in here and another row in there and another row in there from the seeder. The outside rows were a bit better too. Then we've got a section in the paddock where it was blocking really badly before we got it all working properly. Well, we've come to a little bit of a halt this morning. We've just blown a hydraulic hose on the mower, and it is not one that I would normally expect to blow. We've just split this steel line in here that runs the hydraulic motor and everything for running the cutter. And it's split right on the bend here. I've just had to go at brazing it up, but I don't have the right flux for it here or the right rods, so we're going to have to do a trip into town, and I'll come back and braze that up, and hopefully that will hold it and we can get going and cut a bit more hay. But you never know what's going to break on any machinery, be it old or new, and something, whenever you get back out in the paddock after it's been sitting for a year, something always plays up on you for the first little bit while everything polishes up, and then hopefully you have a smooth run after that. All right, well that's all fixed, so we can get back on and get going again. This bit here is a really good dense section of crop. It's reasonably high, it's a bit over waist height, and it really chokes out a lot of the weeds. There's a little bit of ryegrass in here, but only a tiny amount compared to the bits with the misses in. It'd be great to have a whole, it's really good when your whole crop looks like this. We've also got a little bit of barley growing in here. That came in the seed when I got the seed. But yeah, this is a lovely piece of crop just here. You can see sort of how tall it is and how much cleaner it is without the weeds growing through it. Well, we're all done cutting hay for another year. One of the problems with cutting, well, with doing anything in small quantities like this is that the machinery always takes a little while to polish up and start working really well. And usually I've done half my paddock before that happens. So up until that point, I'm putting up with blockages and things like that. And I could probably go and do another 100 acres now without any further issues. Now we've got everything sorted out. But anyway, that's good that we've got all of ours cut. Obviously we're going to be raking and baling over the next couple of weeks. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!